Yeah, I personally feel like we've really delved in on the topic on age difference in dating. So I
really feel like really feel like we haven't. Right?
We spent like hours.
I really feel like we should revisit it because I really feel like you're very evasive.
Okay. Can we do like
about your answers?
Abrasive?
That's why I really feel like that. You know.
Evasive. He says evasive.
Okay, so what do you...
Oh, I've got a question for you. What's the oldest guy you've ever dated?
39.
Wait. And you're 25? Mm-hmm. How old were you when you dated him?
Recently. Recently.
So like 24, 25?
I was 25.
So you're 25 to be dating now. Basically a 40-year-old.
Yeah, I did.
And this is problematic, not for you, so it's rules for thee and not for me.
Wait, I just have a couple of questions.
Okay. That was when I was speaking of that ended up having a girlfriend. I stopped. Him right before we went to Miami, and we went to Miami a week ago, so 2 weeks. Like 4.
4. But
I was celibate. That was the longest.
Oh, you're okay.
Correct.
And he dumped you?
No.
So, but if he hadn't had a girlfriend, would you have stayed with him? So I guess the age gap thing really isn't much of a problem.
18. That's a
You're talking about a couple of years difference here.
So much can change though, but from my 18-year-old self to now, I still feel like
her prefrontal cortex is fully developed.
But me and this man, we did not have that much in common, and it took.
And you would still be with him?
It took a lot of what's the word, boo? Convincing and all that for me to give him the chance, and then I ended up liking him. But off the bat, I was saying like, no, I'm not into it. But he ended up showing
so persistent.
He was very persistent.
So wait a second. So let me just get this right. So you ended up liking him, and you would still be with him right now if it didn't come out that he had a different girlfriend other than you?
Yeah,
Nickelodeon donated $69. These are 12-year-olds trapped in adult bodies. They dress like it, act like it, are just as intelligent.
Nice.
Ironic they complain about men going after women like them give big P.
Wow, thank you for that input. But
$69.
Huh?
$69.
I like that they gave you $69 for that.
I changed.
I respect that.
I changed it up. TTS is now 69. Wait, what's the oldest guy you've dated?
Same, 39.
Not the same guy.
Not the same guy.
Wait, but how could you guys have had massive age gap relationships?
And that's what I was saying. Like, I can acknowledge.
That's crazy.
And I only dated that guy for a few weeks, and I was shown very quickly why I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
And she didn't break her celibacy for him.
And same thing with her. She was like, what the fuck am I doing? We were both like, we lived the experience.
No, that's not what she said. She said that she would still be with that guy if she hadn't found out that he had a girlfriend. She wasn't like, what the fuck am I doing? She found out he was messing around with another girl. That's a totally different thing than what the fuck am I doing?
Well, I feel like there was a lot of conversations between us, like in private, that was like, what the fuck am I doing? And
oh shit.
Desert Joe donated $69. Too much time has been spent giving these two strumpets a platform. The rest of the panel didn't get nearly enough engagement. Everyone has lost brain cells listening to their incoherent views.
Thank you, Desert Joe. Appreciate it, the donation. Thank you, Desert Joe.
We didn't know all these videos were going to come up. We're just as surprised as you guys.
Yeah.
So are you saying then that you don't have any problem or objection to 25-year-olds, dating 40-year-olds?
I don't.
I think that's a more I do think, because you're saying, it's a few more years. I think 18 to 25, I'm not who I was at 18. I'm a lot smarter. Everything's different in my life now. That's what we're saying. But I think it was really
but I mean, that was going to be the case when you're 35 too. So should we wait till you're 35?
No, but I think it was alarming hearing 40 and 18.
It's very alarming to me how alarming basic things are to you. So I don't understand why the amount of alarm that you have, how alarmed you are, is actually informing us of anything. 18 to 40, very, very little distinction between that and 23, 24, and 40. Very, very little distinction there. Like, what is it? You're talking about 3-4 years.
We can just agree to disagree. How about that?
We got to play the next clip,
I don't
boys.
think we can, because it seems like you're preaching do rules for thee, but not for me. Age gap relationships don't actually seem to bother you. You just become alarmed for some reason that, now they're adults, but they're not 25. I don't know why that matters. Like, if you were 23, would that have been worse?
I also can give advice based on my own experiences, like learn from my mistakes, and I could also give better advice than I give to myself, as could most people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but why would you give that advice if you still would be with the guy if he hadn't been with some other chick? That's what I don't get.
Because I just personally feel 18 is too young for a 40-year-old, but I'm not going to stop it. They're legal and they could do whatever. But I just personally would feel the way about it, but that's just me.
And it goes back to you saying, like, you just want us to say it's ick. Like, I guess, we're just looking at it sideways. It's not illegal. It's not like we're going to stop anyone from doing it. We're just talking our shit. That's what it really comes down to.
Yeah, no, I'm just talking my shit back. And I'm saying it's incoherent. It doesn't make any sense. I don't really understand the position. And you yourselves are involved in age gap relationships. And according to her, at least, that one may have worked out. She liked the guy. No problem there until she found out he had a girlfriend. She might still be with him right now. And maybe live happily ever after. Like, I just don't see the problem here.
I don't see nothing. Well, I believe in divine intervention. I wasn't meant to be with that man. So.
Oh, you believe in divine intervention, do you?
Yeah.
And where does this divine intervention come from? God?
Yeah.
Do you have dreams?
I have dreams, signs, and it's just up to you to pay attention to them.
Do you go to St. Baptist?
What church do you go to? Is it St. Baptist Church?
I don't go to a church.
Oh. So, how do you know that these signs are divine and not satanic?
How do I believe they're not satanic? Because if it was satanic,
how do you know? How do you know that they're divine and not satanic?
It wouldn't be for my greater good.
Wait. They wouldn't be for your greater good.
Yeah, because I feel like Satan will bring you down in life. God is trying to uplift you.
Does God want you to have sexual intercourse outside of marriage?
That's honestly between me and God.
Okay, does your God want you to have sexual intercourse outside of marriage?
I feel like, I'll say yes.
Of course, right? But your God is, of course, not demonic, because that's for the greater good that you have sex outside of marriage, right? That would be the greater good. So let me ask you this. If God wants you to have sex outside of marriage, what would Satan want?
I don't really spend time thinking about him. But
what would you say Satan would want if God wants you to have sex out of marriage? Would Satan want you to then have sex only exclusively if you were married? Is that like a satanic practice, do you think?
I feel like God wouldn't want me to spread myself thin and just fuck everybody. But I also believe, like, if I wanted to test drive someone before we get married, I don't think I'm going to hell or that's satanic.
Well, what do you think
Satan
wants you to do?
I want to I want to get intimate with. I want to get intimate with my person before we get married. So I don't.
Yeah, I know, but what do you think that Satan? What do you think he would want you to do?
Die.
Well, I mean, what? He would want you to die. And as far as sexual ethics go, do you think that Satan's preference would be that you were married or unmarried?
I don't think he gives a fuck about marriage.
You don't think he cares?
Doesn't.
Yeah.
No,
he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. So God wants you to have sex outside of marriage. You don't know what Satan wants. He just wants stuff and things.
I don't feel like God necessarily have sex outside of marriage, but I feel like God is an understanding God, and He wouldn't want us to spread ourselves thin, and He would want us to hold ourselves at high value, which would mean sharing ourselves less with men. But I don't think that necessarily means save it for marriage.
Okay, so what do you think that God thinks it's okay to have sex outside marriage?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And how many partners do you think God would be okay with you having sex outside of marriage with?
I can't put a number on it.
Yeah, thousands maybe, right?
No, I don't think 1,000.
Well, wait. You just put a number on it. That's weird.
I can't put a specific number on it, but I could disagree with thousands.
Okay, less than 100?
Maybe.
Less than 50?
The lower it gets, the more ideal, yeah.
Okay, so then the lowest would be none.
Yeah.
So then the preference would be none, would be what God wants, right?
Preferably one, not none.
None, yeah. So so then God doesn't want you to have sex outside of marriage, right?
May I?
No, you may not. I want her to answer real quick.
We'll let you come in though after.
God doesn't want you to have sex outside marriage, right?
I don't think he's like, yes, like I want her to fuck. I don't think he thinks like that. But I think if I go through my life experiences.
So God, who gives you a platform for all ethics, thou shalt not murder, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not covet, thou shalt, right? Gives you all of your ethical framework. He just happens to not give a shit about this highly important one that he talks about all the time.
Well, I don't go based off a certain, I don't go based off of the Bible. I have my own relationship. So you're naming these.
Well,
these
how do you
rules,
wait? Final question, Andrew. I do have to move it on.
What do you go off of then?
I go off of just trying to be a better person every day, and if I made a mistake yesterday, I try to make it better the next day.
Yeah, but what's your reference for that? If it's not God.
I didn't say it's not God. I'm just saying I don't follow the Bible or a religion.
Well, then what God do you follow?
I believe in God. I believe in angels. I believe in my ancestors looking out for me. I don't believe in just God. I believe that there's a lot of spiritual help on my side.